The headache just goes away. It works better than aspirin. You will surely find Hindus shaking their heads. This allows the blood to flow freely, and thus your brains will work perfectly. 1 minute or 2 or 3 in the elevator will be more than enough. Headaches, high blood pressure, tinnitus, decreased visual acuity, depressed emotional state, or emotional instability are all sure signs of impaired cerebral circulation. And I am Stanislav Chernonog, author and creator of the online school of vector massage and somatics and the channel of the same name. And today I am going to talk to you about the causes of impaired cerebral circulation, and most importantly, what to do about this impaired cerebral circulation. Here is a very important point at the very beginning of this video. I want to convey to you very important information. If the cerebral circulation is impaired, that is, the brain does not receive enough nutrition and oxygen, then a very important action for the body will be to bring the blood to the brain. And if there is a blockage in the neck, the body will simply increase the pressure in order to push the blood through to the brain and thus save you from suffocation or from being eaten by a dinosaur because you did not move well. Therefore, remember that all the exercises that I will show you now, they not only improve cerebral blood circulation, but also work well for lowering blood pressure. In this video, I'll show you one simple exercise that I underestimated for a long time until I got my entire film crew hooked on it. Nikolai, I see him do this exercise from time to time, and he says that he actually feels better and his head clears up because he puts the cervical vertebrae back in place and thus gets the blood flow into the brain. It is quite difficult for us to realize what a cerebral circulation disorder is, and we tend to realize it through the fact that those structures that are supplied with blood begin to work worse. We may get a headache, and this is a sign that we are too stressed out to handle our daily tasks. Our ears and eyes begin to have a poor blood supply, so visual acuity decreases, and you get tinnitus, for example. Feedback from Nikolai. He says that when he gets a headache, he does my practice, and the headache just goes away. He says it works better than aspirin. So what kind of magical practice is this? We call it Indian Jiggles within the school. Your task is to perform a small jiggling motion at the very top of your spine. If you watch any Indian movie, you will surely find Hindus shaking their heads. Unfortunately, I'm not that good at it. So just for you, we are showing you a piece from an Indian movie. In order for you to be sure to succeed, use a life hack. Tilt your head slightly down, draw an imaginary axis through your nose to the back of your head, and bring your chin to one side of the axis of rotation and your forehead to the other, and do it several times. Relax as much as possible, and repeat this movement with a leveled head. It's not bad if you practice in front of a mirror. That's the whole exercise. It is so productive due to the fact that you are separately straining the most important muscles of your body, the muscles that attach your head to your neck. These are extremely important muscles because they allow us to keep our horizon straight, since you and I are upright, and it is extremely important for us not to fall. Therefore, there are a huge number of nerve endings in these muscles. On top of that, when they are tense, they squeeze the vertebral artery, which supplies blood to the brain. So, when you perform small oscillating movements, straining that other side, you train them on one side and relax them on the other side. This allows the blood to flow freely, and thus your brains will work perfectly. For advanced users, this practice can be made more difficult. You will perform a small circle with the tip of your nose, and the smaller the circle, the more benefit this practice will have. Close your eyes and draw a small circle with your nose in your imagination, first to one side and then to the other side. A good option would be if you move from one circle to another through the figure 8, and this will give us the basis for the next exercise. It's going to be completely different. We draw a horizontal figure 8, very narrow and quite wide with our nose. Let's see. We draw a figure 8 so that the head follows a slight diagonal from top to bottom, rises up on the sides, and rolls back down to the opposite side. It is very important that you perform every movement with maximum pleasure. If you feel dizzy, if you feel sick, it almost certainly means that you have taken action too zealously and you need to reduce your workload. You need to reduce the amplitude and perform all actions more slowly. If at any point you don't feel right, it means that you really need these exercises and you just need to do them at a lower intensity and give your body more time to recover. I recommend doing these practices every day. A minute or two or three in the elevator will be more than enough. Remember that at the beginning you do a small number of repetitions and very slowly, and after a while, when the body adapts, you can increase the load. Thank you for watching this video to the end. It was Stanislav Chernonog, author and creator of the online school of vector massage and somatics. See you again, friends. Goodbye.